Alright, Margot. It's time to get the people what they want. More bass. So much bass, all their bones shatter. Okay, hold on, Margot. Alright. And now we're doing it live. Right, Margot? So I'm going to get in here so I can watch chat. No one is in the chat. Actually, you know what? Fuck that. I'll put that on this. Right, Margot? I got it. We know what we're doing. Put that on this. Newton Hawks, let's go. Yeah, dude. We don't have hidden fees. That's not me saying we have hidden fees. That's me saying deleting that thing that popped up. All right. Late start, 7:17. But we don't got nowhere to be today, do we, Jumbo? Nope. Can't even see Margot. Newton Hawks, let's go. Yeah, dude. We don't have hidden fees. Yeah. That's not me saying we have hidden fees. That's me saying. All right. Deleting that thing. Yes. There we go. All right. Thank you. DIY Possum. Hell yeah. We got the whole crew. Whole crew's coming in. And I went, oh no. I'm so sorry. I need to mute myself. Huzzah. There we go. Okay, look at me looking like I know what I'm doing. Alrighty. It's a glorious morning. Or so they say. I don't know what the temperature is outside, but I bet it's cold. It feels pretty cold in here. We got our heaters going. Got my Jumbo. Got a lot of Reichland Flesh Shade on this thing yesterday. Had to go buy more. Okay, so make sure I'm not messing up the view. Let's see what I'm doing. Looking gnarly. Thank you. No, okay. Margot she's heading out. We do have a little bed set up over here now, which I'm really stoked about. A little special Margot specific location. So that's very key. Gotta know where your Margot's at. If you don't, well, who knows? Okay, so if you're thinking to yourself, man, it seems like you weren't really fully prepared with this new camera. You're right, I wasn't. I'm doing the best I can. Okay. Because it's sideways. Okay, so anyhow, now I'm gonna start doing this thing. Give the people what they want. The people they want skin tones and bees. And I'm all out of bees. Shit. I did the thing again where I changed one. Just got a bit of an echo, by the way. Shit. Okay. Do I still have the echo? I might have dealt with it. I did turn off my sound on my laptop, so hopefully I'm not getting double. Maybe. Yes. Shit. Okay, wait, no. Shit. It's so it's good or there's still an echo. Shit. Yes. Damn it. I'm gonna guess that yes. It sounds as though you have two devices recording audio. Bum bum bum. Alright, let's see. Let's see. Which one of you is doing this? Okay, how about now? Is that better? I I think that might have fixed it. If that fixed it, I'm a little frustrated because this is like only one of the devices in OBS, but it has two audio inputs. Okay, well, hell yeah. I'm down with that. I don't know. Maybe it's like that. Hey, it takes all kinds. You know, that's what they say. Who am I? Who am I to judge? Not a Nazi fascist, that's for damn sure. Oh, man. I had some really good skin tones going on here, and sometimes you just have to mess them up just a little bit when you're trying to layer in a lot of different skin tones. And you end up having to do it over again. And I'm okay with that on this one because I really want it to be really perfect. Just gotta use a little bit of a wet brush. No paint on it even really. I'm just smearing the paint that's still just a little bit wet. I guess fancier people than me would call this wet blending. I call it doing your best. Bash the fash. Yeah, dude. Alrighty. So I'm still in the line, right? We still good. We still good. Oh, Eli, you're slipping. I'm gonna mark off my desk. I'm gonna mark off my desk so I can like remember where the hell I'm putting things and where I can and can't reach. So yeah, I'm doing my best, guys. I'm trying. Sometimes you just gotta do little dabblies. Little dabblies do a good amount. More than you would think they would. Just little drops here and there. Get your Bob Ross on. Don't boop the light with your hair. You know, that's everyone's like, oh, what's the benefits of having really big, goofy hair? It boops stuff a lot. That's one of the benefits. It gives me plus 15, feel like a teddy bear at all times skill. If I ever need to disguise myself, I could shave my head real quick and I'm a completely different human. That's pretty good. It's a pretty good trick you can do with big hair. You go from being 6'2", maybe 6'3" to like 5'9", 5'10". You know, I keep meaning to measure myself, and I haven't. You go to the doctor and they measure you. They get you up there, and you got your shoes on, And then it's just like, I don't want to be like, can I pop my shoes off because I want you to tell me how tall I am. That just seems weird. But I tell a lot of weird things to the doctor, so. Last time I went to the doctor, here's a fun story for you. They had to take my blood, and a girl poked me, I guess, the wrong way, and it was shit. What was it for? No, it was a shot. I got a shot. I got a flu shot, and she stuck me, and I bled crazy. And I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know shit about getting shots or needles or any of that stuff, which is weird because you would think that I would know. Based on creepy medical horror that I kind of like. My wife, she would know. That is good. That is a very good consistency. My wife would know all about that. She's actually into medical stuff. Thought about going to be a nurse for a while. However, it bled and bled and bled. And she was like, oh my gosh, I forgot to put gloves on. So she's like, I'm bleeding everywhere. And I'm just like, I mean, I don't have any diseases. And she was like, yeah, I mean, you look clean. And I'm just like, what's that supposed to mean? Like, maybe I'm not. You don't know me, lady. And that's just a thought that just popped into my head at the doctor. That's it. That's the whole tune. I gotta figure out what that tune is from. Whoever can tell me what that is from, I will send you something. I don't know who, but if you can tell me what that tune is, I will make you something and I will send it to you because apparently that is the sound that I make when I go into standby mode, and my brain is just doing its own thing. That's like my whole music, apparently, which is weird to figure out that you have. I'm thinking it's got to be something from like maybe a cartoon in like the 90s, or a game. My initial thought was one of the old Pokemon games because I definitely played those so long that I could like hear the music when I was going to sleep in my brain. It would just still be playing. And to this day, like every now and then, like if it gets too kind of quiet in my head, I can still kind of like hear that Pallet Town music kind of start playing just when my brain starts just pulling out random shit in the back. Alrighty, here we go. The worst I had was a training nurse got the blood drawing needle stuck in my arm. Ooh, that sounds awful. I had a girl. I guess the worst that I've had is I had a girl who took my blood, and I mean, shit, I looked like a bad drug addict for like a week, 2 weeks, because she fucked up that bad. Like, she had to stick me like 3 times, and every single one of them bruised, and she was new. And the lady that normally like did my blood work was there and was just like, oh no, she's good, she's never messed up, blah blah blah. And I was just like, oh, that's weird because she messed up a whole bunch doing me. But so the girl eventually was crying, and then the lady that normally did it just did it. So I ended up only getting hooked 4 times. But it sucked. I don't really like giving blood. I like keeping my blood on the inside. But sometimes it's gotta come in. Very prone to nosebleeds. That's my overbit information for this few minute period. I used to get nosebleeds really, really bad, like prolonged ones, like the kind that you're like, I need to go to the hospital. because like your nose has been bleeding for so long that you're becoming lightheaded and you like need to like lay down. Uh, but it was kind of funny because I found that out like while the first time I had a nosebleed, it was while like kissing one of my like girlfriends when I was like, I mean, it was my very first one, so I was really, really, really young. And I found out when she started screaming, and her face was covered in blood, and it was my blood, and that's a fun story for you guys. That's the time I realized I have bad nosebleeds, and apparently it's caused by pressure change for the most part, like in climate. Like I live in Kentucky, so if you've not been here or anywhere like here, it's interesting. We joke a lot about the seasons and say that if you don't like the weather, just stay a week. It's kind of true because, again, it was like two. Uh, yeah, no, anime nosebleeds, like that's straight up. Like, I went to school the next day. Like, I was a junior, I think. I was a junior. I went to school and I told my friends, and like this really nerdy kid was just like, "Oh, like an anime." And I was like, "Nothing like that." And I was like, "Actually, not exactly like that." So yeah, no, exactly. Uh, and then they started to explain to me that that's why that's a trope is apparently anime characters get nosebleeds because it's like, oh, the blood and like the being all excited and whatnot. I don't fully understand that part. I don't know how much truth there is to that. Who am I to say? I'm not a doctor. I'm not a doctor. Do I look like I know what I'm talking about? No, I have said that I was a doctor before, and when asked or when questioned, said to like trying to say I don't look like a doctor, they responded the person in question with, "No, you look like a drug dealer." So you be the judge of that one. That's looking good. I'm happy with these. I'm not trying to fuck it up, but I need just a little bit more of the cream tones to come through. That's really what we're trying to get. Is just the main part of my work is just letting all the texture and stuff that I've put in create these really nice, delicate spider webs, and then trying to do the best I can to like highlight the parts that I think really sell the kind of like really grisly effect that I'm trying to pull off. But the main thing is definitely very, 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 very thin layers. Just trying to get that spider web effect under there. One of the main things that I did since yesterday, since filming yesterday, was I added the Reichland Flesh Shade to the left side, the right side down here. And then I also did it to the top of the face where all of the wood is coming out. And then around here. So I'm really, really liking how the flesh tones on this side look. They have there's just a very softness to it that like kind of has like a bluish kind of tint. No, yeah, growing up here, I definitely have the same allergies and seasonal problems. So Ohio Valley is like Wolf. Yeah, dude, no, it's because like of where we live. I got really derailed. That was the whole thing. The whole thing I was going off on was that because I live in Kentucky and our temperature, the season, the pressure, the Ohio Valley, like where we live, it creates this weird effect. But our humidity is bonkers. It's like one of the few places like that I can take my like frog that lives in the rainforest. Like it likes 80+% humidity, and like I could take it out of its like tank and put it in my backyard, and it would be like, hell yeah, dog. Ooh, a little humid. Like, during the summer, like it is normal for like summers, like humidity start like 90 plus for like most of the summer. Uh, it's a very weird geography, but it has to do a lot with all of our hills and because of the Mississippi River. Uh, I think based on geography, and other places. From what I understand, I think France has a lot of similar terrain. Uh, which here's a little history thing for you. In World War II, the Allies, specifically the Americans, were slowed because of the bocage. It's a term that was used a lot, and what it is just these like clumps of trees and overgrowth and whatnot that divide like farmland. And it's really funny when you see this word, but it's just like hearing it and being in France, you're just like, oh, that's a completely different thing. But it's just like I see that every day, every time I drive down the road. Like that is the description of like France, like World War II France. It's just Kentucky. It's just a bunch of hills, some small mountains, and then farmland. So I thought that was really interesting. I'm a big World War One buff specifically. I do enjoy World War Two as well, but predominantly World War One. Now that I think Trench Crusade is picking up, though, everybody likes the trench. The boys, they yearn for the trenches. I don't. Fuck that shit. If you ever love some Bocox, yeah, dude. If you ever get the chance to go to the Imperial War Museum in London, that is one of my favorite places I've ever been. Specifically, the first floor. There's 4 floors. First floor is World War One. Second floor is World War Two. Actually, I think there might be 5, 6, but I don't think there's actually a 5th floor. I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to say it's World War One, World War Two, and then I want to say miscellaneous bullshittery wars, like, and then there's like modern, if I'm remembering correctly. But miscellaneous bullshit and modern might all be put on the same. And then the final floor is like I said 5th, but it might be 6th. It's one of those things where it's like it's at the very top of this giant building, and it's the worst feeling place in the world. And it's actually very on the topic for today, in case anyone needs a reminder that the fucking Holocaust happened. It is the Holocaust Memorial, and it is the single heaviest place that I have ever been in my entire life. Every inch is covered in the notes and letters and the writing and the words of the people who died during the Holocaust, for whatever reason or another. I check like 6 boxes, so that's always fun. Uh, but it's heavy. It's a real fucking heavy. Given that you see the kind of stuff that I like, I consider myself extremely desensitized. Not bragging. It's not a good thing. But just being real, like I'm pretty desensitized. But that is the only thing that my wife and I both, when we were going through it, we got to the oh, hey, here's like a little quick break if you think you've had enough, if you want to leave or if you want to go through the whole thing. Yeah, we took the little quick break. We did not walk through the whole thing. It was a lot. It was a lot to take in. There was a lot of photography in it that I had never seen before, that I'd never seen in any books. That was disturbing on a level that I had not encountered. Like you see stuff on like the internet. Like, shit, that's how I think a good chunk of half of us are as fucked up as we are. It's just all the stuff we've seen on the internet. But you see a bunch of stuff on the internet and you're like, oh man, that's messed up. But seeing something that's just like, oh yeah, I know that that's like a dead guy on the internet. It feels weird because you're not supposed to be seeing it and it's just like a guy. But when it's like a field, like a farm field of just like thousands of naked corpses, and you can tell that it is like it's taken on film, like it's taken on actual like a film.
I don't know, it's just haunting on a level that I've not seen anything that really fucked me up like that. Uh, but yeah, I've only seen that picture once, and it is in the Imperial War Museum, and it is like overlooking one of the mass graves, like while it was being created, uh, at one of the concentration camps when they stumbled upon it. Uh, so on that very positive note, one, fuck Nazis. Two, I'm gonna go make my coffee for my wife and I, and then I'm probably gonna fall back on here. So I'll see you boys in just a little second if you want to hang around. If not, just hang around. I'll be back in like 10 minutes. You go get coffee too, or go to work and get coffee and put me on the background. I'm great. Everybody loves me. I'll see you in a minute.